Good afternoon, my YouTube familia. How is everybody doing today on this Friday afternoon? Hopefully, everybody is doing wonderfully blessed. Whether you're at work, on your way home from work, or at home chilling with your loved ones, wherever you at, wherever you may be, hopefully you're staying safe and being blessed. This is Crypto and Stock Talk with Muhammad G. I am the guy that brings the latest and the greatest in the crypto and in the stock world. So hopefully our accounts can go up in that crypto and in them dollars, guys. None of this is financial advice. This is just me merely sharing my thoughts and opinions as I invest in the crypto and stock markets. With that out of the way, guys, this video is going to be solely about crypto, and I'm going to be talking about Vechain, what it does, what it is, and why I'm bullish. And I'm going to close out with an article that is extremely bullish news, which set it today to hit all-time highs of 15 cents, guys, because they joined forces with Salesforce, which most of you guys probably know who Salesforce.com is. If you don't, do your own research and go look them up. But nonetheless, they hit all-time highs today, guys. They hit 15 cents, then they gradually pulled back to a little over 12 cents. I currently hold over 150,000 V tokens. And I bought them at 1 cent a year ago, guys. I've been holding it for a little over a year now. So I am sitting pretty okay on these tokens. I foresee them going to at least $1, in my opinion. And from the opinions of all these other YouTubers and people that I watch, they as well think it has a possibility to hit $1. I hope it does, because if it does, boy, I am going to be rich. At least in my standards, right? Because what's a lot of money to me might not be a lot of money to other people. With that being said, let's get it. Vechain is the blockchain investment for the next decade. Granted, guys, this is from March 22nd, so this is about 2.5 weeks old, guys, but nonetheless, it is still pretty current. In January, I entered Vechain as top pick of 2021, and this is out of Seeking Alpha, guys, right? Which is a stock, company that does information on stocks, right, guys? But they're starting to do it on cryptocurrency as well, just like a lot of other people are, guys, because people are noticing that cryptocurrency is not going anywhere, man. It's here to stay, whether people think it's a bubble, whether they think it's a Ponzi scheme, as a lot of people like to call it, guys. But it's been around for quite some time now, guys. So in my opinion, it ain't going nowhere. It's here to stay. You know what I mean? And I think we're gonna get into digital finances here in the near future. Everything's gonna be tokenized. Everything's gonna be on tokens, in my opinion, anyways. But all right. In January, I entered VeChain as my top pick of 2021 in tech. 2.5 years later, after writing about its potential, it's currently the winner among other tech investments. VeChain is an enterprise-focused supply chain and logistics blockchain solution with a long list of large partnerships. The coin's price is up more than 4x in 2021 already, but I think there's plenty more space to build as more investors see this opportunity. 2.5 years ago, I wrote an article called Vechain will be the next major blockchain success story. Since that article was published, the coin is up 6,972%. Guys, as you can see, it says, yes, you read that right. It is true. I've been sitting on it since 1 cent a year now, guys, and I'm sitting pretty good. You know what I mean? And it's not uncommon to see coins go 6,000, 15,000, 20,000, 1,000x, or percent. Guys, it's pretty normal. That's why there's life-changing opportunities in altcoins. A lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people don't know about it, guys. But I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof that altcoins, you can make a lot of money. You could put $1,000 and that $1,000 can turn into 15, 20, 30, 40, $1,000 if you pick the right coins. You know what I mean? Not every coin is going to do that, but if you pick the right coins, you know what I mean? And in my opinion, Vechain is one of those good coins. That's why I invested in it. And I continue to holding. And before we get into the roundabout of the entire crypto market, I'll compare Vechain to Bitcoin, which of course has boomed from lows of 2018, but in the same stretch, BTC has gained a mere 1,000% on its price. So we're seeing a multiplier even on one of the best assets investments of the last 30 months. So why am I writing now? To talk about a good call from 2.5 years ago. No, I'm writing because I think the upside of Vechain is still there, even as it has rocketed to the price point today. In fact, when Seeking Alpha asked writers a few months ago to name their pick for 2021 investment, I picked Vechain. And guess what? Since the article's publication, Vechain coin is up more than 170% and is currently in the first place in competition with the other 47 picks from those writers. And still, I'm bullish. The rest of the article will explain why, what Vechain is, and who it's for. Here's the explanation from my 20 article 18. VET operates as an asset tied to the Vechain blockchain, but unlike Bitcoin, it's not a currency, and unlike Ethereum, it's not a way to gas blockchain's usage. Instead, VET is a value creating token. Every VET creates an offshoot coin called Thor, which operates a bit like dividend. The more VET you have, the more Thor you are given. It is, guys. You put it on the Vechain wallet, you let it sit, and you gang the VTHO, the VTHOR, by just holding your VET tokens, right, guys? So it's like you're getting dividends in Thor and VTHOR, as it says. It's true because I hold it, and it's true. The more VET you have, the more Thor you are given. Same wallet. And there are nod bonuses along the way to incentivize holding and accumulation. And all of this is mostly the same. VET is still an asset which creates a dividend-like coin called VTHO, and both are tradable on open market. While VTO's utility is in using the Vechain blockchain, Vechain uses the proof of authority, which was just revamped, which rewards holders for holding and does not use mining mechanisms like Bitcoin. What are people using it for? That's the core to Vechain's business. The blockchain is used as a tracker, mostly in supply chain logistics, as mostly for their customers, large corporations. This is where Vechain takes a turn away from what is new and hot in cryptocurrency right now. It is not DeFi or a chain for minting NFTs, and yet it can do all of those things. But it's been busy building the kind of business that should attract investors to solid SaaS companies working on powering the global economy. I agree, guys. Like, they can do NFTs and they can do DeFi, all of this stuff, but they choose not to, guys. They're trying to solve a problem in the global, in a global aspect, guys. Right? They're something valuable in Vechain. It's just not one of these shit tokens that, it's just a token that was pulled out of air and put on Uniswap or whatever. Right, guys? It's been around for a long time, and they're, like I said, they have partnerships with Bayer, with Walmart from China, with BMW, BYD. There is such a big list, as you'll see here in a minute. They're just with hospitals. They hold track. They're in the Lancer Airport for COVID tests. So many things, guys. Do your own research, look up. I can be here forever talking to you about it, but I don't want to take too long. I'm sorry, guys. Next, I'm going to talk about Vechain's customers. Thus far, simply put, I think that it has the best roster of true active use customers in the entire crypto sphere, and yet is the 19th most valuable coin by market cap. So what they're saying, it's out of all the tokens, right, guys, it ranks number 19. Obviously, Bitcoin is number 1, Ethereum's number 2. But Vechain ranks number 19, so it's on the top 20, guys. Most valuable coin by market cap. While it's notoriously difficult to price such new assets, benchmarking them against other cryptocurrencies shows that there is a serious room to run. Customers. As I wrote, unlike some of the utility of store of value coins in the crypto sphere, Vechain is positioned as an enterprise solution. Here's an image of some customers and partners in its ecosystem so far. Well, guys, as you can see, a lot of these customers are from Asia, being that it's from it was made in Singapore in 2015, guys. But nonetheless, look at all those partners, guys. That's like big major ones, guys. Like you can see, there's BMW. Like I said, they have Walmart China, Bayer, the medicine, Bayer. So if you want to look up this article, it's in Seeking Alpha. You can look it up yourself, guys. Do your own research. Now, the extent of these partnerships is wide and varied, and some have yet not to pan out. That's fine. The list is long enough to sustain serious investors' interest, and we already know that several of these are working out just fine. To identify a few of the bigger names on there, you can see PCW, Walmart China, Bayer, Grant Thornton, BYD, and BMW. I'll put a list of some of the smaller and newer companies near the end of this article. The big hitters are noticeable, seeing PCW, Grant Thornton, Walmart, BMW, and DNV on a customer of partners. List itself is impressive for a cryptocurrency company that few people have heard of, but I want to call out one, DNV, an official and long-standing partner of Vechain. DNV, formerly is a global audit and certification service. It is one of the largest companies in Norway. The company itself did more than $2 billion in revenue last year, but even more than that, it has been a dominant force in early blockchain logistics and has done most of this work with and through Vechain. It's the small engine powering a lot of growth here. You can see examples of with projects like REACH, which will also allow a company to recycle C materials to make consumer goods. Another example is DNV's My Story, which helps producers keep track of their products, anti-counterfeiting, and transparent supply chain from something aching to farm to table. So guys, like I said, what Vechain is doing, man, is freaking awesome, because it's not what you typically hear from cryptocurrency, right? You just hear NFTs and DeFi and lending money, right? Because that's what DeFi is, decentralized financing, right? That's what DeFi stands for. And NFTs is in the art world, but you don't hear about Vechain in this, what it does in the supply chain and making sure that things are legit and accurate and so on and so forth. That's why I think Vechain is here to stay, guys. As DNV utilizes Vechain for its Tag Trace Trust program, how about using this with Hydro, a massive international aluminum company? Vechain's scope becomes one of the leveraging blockchains as a vital part of the next decade of businesses tracing. That's right, guys. I think they're here to stay, man. You know what I mean? Because what they're doing, you know what I mean? That's how the future is going to go as we get into things and they get tokenized and so on and so forth. Trust is vital here, and that is why it was good news when late last year Vechain was certified by an international agency as the only 5-star blockchain. The only 5-star blockchain, guys. That's saying a lot. And if DNV is the silent giant behind establishing Vechain's partnerships, Walmart China is the customer that's leading the way. And what a great customer to have as your largest utilizer, the world's biggest company and the world's most emerging economy, tagging regular household and consumer goods. You can actually visualize the Walmart China contract use by some of these clients that have been identified in various ways. This is just a snapshot of one day, Saturday, March 20th. You can see here that Walmart China has used over 1 million contracts entries on the chain. Looking at this, you might think that Vechain is too reliant on one client, and I think that thought is warranted, though one should be excited by some of the names of here, like VimWorld, which is an NFT gateway of Shanghai Gas, which uses Vechain as the energy as a service provider. But look at this differently. For one, the Walmart contract has continued to expand since it began, now tracking hundreds of items, including brand names like Red Bull, for authenticity and item tracing. For another, it shows the potential here. Vechain has been slow to get some of these partnerships rolling out, but there are a lot of them, and this is the very, very early days of using this. Walmart's continuous use is just blazing the path, and if DNV continues to bring more in using item tag and trace program, the sky is the limit. Here's another chart, the USD value burn of VTO day by day. This year, as you can see, we're starting to ramp up seriously. At its height, it burned nearly 80,000 of VTO in one day, a roughly approximate of $29.2 million. Again, I think this is just the beginning, and this graph will look shrunk months and years from now, because here's a list of other clients that are either not on here yet or barely visible in their transactions as early adoption starts to get rolling. See, so it's just 2021 update and price targets. Right now, VTO is priced by the marketplace at 15 cents based on the VTO products rates. A yearly yield on investors takeaway in VET is about 3%. Some exchanges are offering more for staking or letting them hold VET, some up to 5%. I like this rate, though, much lower than coins like Autumn USD, which is offering up to 15% for staking because new VET won't flood the market. The VTO part is interesting, of course, but it is also one thing holding Vechain back. In the past, I felt who, for instance, would expect a company like Walmart or BMW to buy VTO to power their blockchain activity on some open crypto market wasn't going to happen. And that's why Vechain's 2021 update of a fee delegating service is such an enormous unlock for investors. The change is quite complex, as you can read, but one is that it will allow enterprises to purchase access to Vechain system without having to buy Veto for on the market, and for Veto still is to be in demand, being burned with each blockchain entry. All of this, shoot, guys, sorry. Damn it, I lost my place. Well, guys, I'm not gonna keep going on here, right? Because then it just talks about where you can buy it and the list of what you call it, places where you can buy it. And so hopefully I'm not taking too long, guys. I'm gonna read another article real quick. I'm just gonna read some highlights on it, guys. It's from Salesforce, guys. They're on the stock market. Most of you guys probably should know who Salesforce is. And it says Salesforce tests Vechain blockchain, sending VET to new highs. Like I said today, guys, it hit, this is from 9 hours ago, guys. Earlier this morning, it was at 15 cents. It says Vethor's latest strategic partners causing a surge in VET price, adding fuel to its bull run. Okay, let's just get out of that here. It says Salesforce begins testing on Vechain. Vechain's native token VET saw its price surge by more than 70% since late March, following a minor retracement. Investors have been taking advantage of every downswing to scoop tokens at a discount, helping price advance further. The mounting buy pressure behind this cryptocurrency allowed to hit a new all-time high of 13 cents in the past few hours. Salesforce's decision to enable open seamless data sharing across multiple parties using data hashed on the Vechain Thor public blockchain seems to have fueled the most recent upswing. Sunny Liu, CEO at Vechain, maintains that Salesforce integration could help boost VET utility exponentially. Salesforce has started to make the first trial on the Vechain Thor public blockchain. I'm really excited about that because of how big Salesforce is. They are a 100 million firm with millions upon millions of customers. Given their expertise in industries known how in different areas, they could build thousands of applications in the future on top of the Vechain Thor public blockchain, said Liu. Token targets and new-time highs. While the network's utility expands the price of it, look ahead for the 261% Fibonacci retracement level at 13 cents, measured from the high on March 22 at the low of March 22nd. Breaking through the potential area of interest may lead to another upswing toward 15 cents. It is worth noting that the Tom Denmark, the TD substantial indicator, recently presented a sell signal on V's 12-hour chart. The bearish information designs as a green line candlestick, indicating a high probability of correction before the uptrend resumes. Losing the 12% level as support could validate the pessimistic outlook. If this were to happen, VET might dive toward the 161.8% or 127 Fibonacci retracement level. The crucial support area sits at 11 cents and 10 cents retrospectively. Guys, that's what I just wanted to read to you guys and talk to you guys briefly about Vechain. Guys, go do your own research. Like, I can be here for hours talking about Vechain, right, because of what it does and so on and so forth. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, for you Vechain soldiers. I'm a Vechain soldier, guys. So Salesforce news today was bullish news and send its hitting all-time highs. Like I said, this is Crypto and Stock Talk with Jaime G. Guys, if you found this video useful, please consider to like and subscribe. Maybe give it a fat thumbs up and help me out with that YouTube algo. And it costs you nothing. It is merely free 99. Guys, I'll be making a video later today on some stocks. If not, probably tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, guys, but you guys stay safe, being that it's Friday, whether you're out there drinking, partying, smoking, or staying sober, whatever it may be. You stay safe and stay blessed. Peace.